NBA sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and they're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him, is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on 3rd down, that is the huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On play action, Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Lance now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in Week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And Lance going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, You've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Play action. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Ross.
7 yards the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. The kick by Crosby is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
On play action, now Rodgers. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the sneak, Rodgers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Second down and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd and 10, Lance eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Shotgun now for Lance.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Being chased out left. This is caught. It's Sanu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Trent Sherfield. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Ross, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers going deep downfield for Ross. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Able to find Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. And got his man complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
One final try now for Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.